How y'all doing today? It was a story that I saw on YouTube the other day. A lot of people don't understand what happens, I guess, when you transition from being an average, regular working person to a creative developer on YouTube. Someone who changes and gives up their regular, everyday life and 9 to 5 job to struggle for a long time to hopefully gain an audience that can sustain a lifestyle for them financially. And I thought it was interesting the other day. There was a YouTuber who's becoming quite popular. He has a daily vlog, and he was going over something that was troubling him, that his subscribers are now saying that he's some sort of sellout because he spends time seeking endorsements, and his monetization of his channel has gone up dramatically in the past year, where he's able to actually sustain himself, pay his rent, save some money, go on some trips. And this seems to fester some jealousy I notice all the time in YouTube, where people are very popular and well loved as they're coming up and struggling, but then when they reach a point where they get past that barrier that keeps them from being poor, people always want to accuse them of selling out, or, I want to unsubscribe. He was going over that, how so many people were all of a sudden out of nowhere, a rash of comments on his page where people were like, well, I'm going to unsubscribe because I think you're selling out. You have too much merchandise. You're getting too many endorsements. You're working too hard at getting your work published. I think really, and I've seen it and heard it a million times, I really don't think people understand how much work goes into making something as simple as a 15-minute video. Not very long, not any kind of TV episode or feature film, but just a basic 15-minute video or 13 to 18-minute video. It is so labor intensive that if you spent time doing just one to give yourself a better idea of what you were talking about, you would immediately say to yourself, I don't understand how this person continued to do this for 3 or 4 years unfinanced and survive. Now they're making some money. How wonderful for them, because it's so labor intensive that it leaves you speechless. So on the weekends, I like to do a feature that I call the Saturday Project. So this week on the Saturday Project, I thought I'd take you behind the scenes on what it takes to shoot a 15-minute video. And I am by no means any type of YouTuber. I am a YouTuber wannabe, and I don't have half the equipment, and I don't take half the time necessary, and I don't have the skills that these people have. But I just want you to see what goes into making one of these things, because even for me, it's going to consume my entire day. So let's get going. Just as an example, I've been up since about 6:30 this morning, getting ready, doing your daily routine, workout, shower, and now I'm going to take you through what goes on just setting up to go to a shoot that's only about an hour away from here. So let's see what's going on. Here we are at what I call my little staging area. I like to put everything together the night before or very early when I get up. As you can see, I have my camera bag, my recording devices, extra batteries, shoot schedule, extra SD cards. I have several more inside the bag. Not only that equipment, but what people probably don't think about is many times if you're going to shoot something special, there's actually going to be a wardrobe involved. I know it seems silly, but it makes all the difference. You'll see videos where they have not bothered to think ahead and just wear whatever they're wearing for that day, compared to videos where you'll notice it seems for some reason more polished, more professional, because those people actually went and took the time to think about what they want to wear while they're shooting the video. Behind that particular shirt, I have another shirt, plus the one I'll be wearing, plus the pants I'll be wearing out there, because you all want to travel comfortably. Next, we're going to head out. The shoot is about an hour away from here, probably about an hour and a half with traffic. Excuse the mess in the background. Like I've told you in some of my other videos, this is my creation department and all-purpose shipping area, aka the garage. But yep, we got to fuel up the car. It's not cheap right now. We're going to head on out into some ridiculous traffic, and we'll get on over to the shoot. where there will be tons of people in our way and lots of time spent just waiting for an open moment. But, we'll discuss more of that when we get out there. Here we go with the first stumble in the road. The weather is in between, so it's a gamble where I'm heading to right now, which, like I mentioned earlier, is over an hour and a half away. So it could be a total rain out when I get there, but there's no way to know until you get there. So that's issue number one. Issue number two is, as you see, I did the very intensive layout of how I planned the night before and lay all my stuff out, so this way, I'm well organized, or at least I always feel like I'm well organized, and there's less of a chance of things getting forgotten. Well, going down my mental list as opposed to my written list, it just dawned on me that this is a brand new drone, and I made up a brand new drone case for it yesterday because it didn't come with one. Well, it's one of my old habits to always have all kinds of extra supplies in my drone box, like radio batteries, AA radio batteries, AAA radio batteries, and chargers and backup batteries for the drone. And last night, when I was making my physical list, I said batteries, AAA, transmitter batteries. Guess who didn't put transmitter batteries in the drone box? So that's going to be stop number one before we even get to shoot anything. Now I have to stop at a store and, pick up a pack of batteries. Yeah. It's only, doesn't sound like much. That's 15 minutes lost, that I need. So there it is. Even with all the perfect planning, got the batteries. Welcome to Clearwater Beach and all the traffic they never tell you about on the travel channels. This is a rainy day, and this is what we're doing to get in here. On a sunny day, you're spending 30 to 50 minutes across this causeway to get over here. So next on the agenda, the place I need to shoot at has a very small parking lot. Parking lot is always parking lot full. That was a sign I pulled up to, and it's raining right now. So as you can see, I'm gonna have to wait around, like many people are, until a spot opens up and becomes available so I can park, because this is where I need to shoot, so this is where I need to park, and there is nowhere else close by, or not even anywhere else to park, so you gotta do what you gotta do. So logic dictates that we abandon trying to park there after 15 minutes and what looks like soon a fight to be breaking out. And we're going to go down the beach to the next public spot and opt to walk back about a half a mile to where I need to shoot that footage. And hopefully it's raining, but it's going to clear a little bit. It will drive people away and give me a long enough chance to reach there. So it is raining. That parking lot B was full. So it's now time to go with Plan B. Plan B is to go to the second stop of the shoot. The shoot was going to be 2 different locations. Stop number 1 was primary and is the most important, essential part. Spot number 2 is just as important. Was the second part of the video anyway, but just something that I was going to do afterwards instead of before. But, just circumstances dictate that part B goes first and part A gets done later. I love it when people say those who make just YouTube videos have sold out if they start to make money. It's interesting, but let's see if we get any of this done today. So here's a little tip. In a small beachfront community town, they don't have much parking anywhere. So like just going into a little grocery store like I'm gonna do behind me takes 5 to 10 minutes to find a spot because it's like gold. But that's just some more time out of my day finding a spot just to go get some batteries. But my dumb fault. So just saying. So I am here at lovely location number 2. This is the other side of Clearwater Beach, where there happens to be a beach that's just as nice, but costs you way less money and way less hassle for parking, as you can see. It's usually a little more crowded than this, but still, in general, you come in here and you have no hassles. You park $5 all day. You enjoy the exact same serenic beauty of Clearwater Beach, and you get the same Gulf waters, which are beautiful, I guess, you know. You don't have as many young people, but it's a whole nother subject in itself. Anyway, this was the second part of my shoot. It was going to be a comparison of one side to the other, basically. So I figured I'd start on side B. But as you see, unfortunately, we are here. It is raining at a pretty good rate. It's too cloudy to shoot anything worthwhile. It's too wet to go down on the beach even to shoot anything worthwhile. And I would say at this point I must have $25 invested in today. I mean, it's not a lot of money, but if you don't have anything coming in and you're a full-time creator and making this content is what's going to pay your bills, then you may have a problem, because, you know, I'm actually already at the point where this particular project I may put on the back burner. It seems a bit cursed at this time. This is the third time I've attempted to come out and shoot it. I've had troubles in the past. When I went to make my TSA airport video, I actually had to shoot it twice because I had to corrupt the video card. But it was nothing like what's going on with this. This one is just fail after fail. If it isn't one thing, it's another. If it isn't the weather, I think the time before I came, it was also the weather. I mean, weather notwithstanding, there were two other times before that I wanted to come out and make this particular video, and I was unable to do it because of either one thing or another. Time constraint, last minute emergency. So, you know, at some point you just have to draw the line and say, this particular idea, I still believe in it, I still believe it's valid, but the execution of it just doesn't seem to be happening. So you know, I don't even want to move on from this project. I really believe in it, and I really know it's going to be something good and enjoyable, but I just think that, like I do with many other things in my life, sometimes you just have to back off, give it some breathing space, and then return another time. So I believe that's what will be going on. But as you can see at present, nothing will be happening today. Today's a wash on this particular roll, but I'm going to stay, see if the weather breaks, and maybe try to fly the drone if I can find 4 batteries in my car, because, oh yes, I went to the store and they were completely out of the AA batteries I need. But like I said, we'll get back to that. So we are back here at starting point A for the shoot, and as you can see, it's a total wash. So today's little adventure will reap 0 rewards. It was a day of spent money, time out on the road, sacrifice of personal time, just a lot of things that just didn't come to fruition. And today's just a day one, just a simple day for, you know, me, a person who doesn't really make a living at YouTube. It's just a hobby at best, and you know, I was unable to capitalize on anything. I got 0 footage for the project. Like I said, more than likely I'm going to just pull back on making this one. It's had too many drawbacks at once. And I think that, you know, this actually was a good lesson. That produced 0 footage. It is 3:30 in the afternoon currently. I'm just walking back through the door of my house. We were able to get about 0% of the project done. Like I said, at this point it looks like this is going to be one for the back burner. I just don't have the patience to go out and try this again a third time anytime this month. So it's definitely an idea for the future. But as you can see, that was the day in the life of one wannabe YouTuber who went out to shoot a 15-minute video, spent roughly around 9 hours, travel time and all, around $35 between fuel, food, necessities, equipment-wise, batteries, all that fun stuff. And like I said, zero came of it. So if this was a day I was hoping to make money on, I've actually made zero money. I put money out, nothing coming in. And if this was the way I was making my living, I would definitely have to be doing this again tomorrow, or at least coming up with something to replace this content that didn't get made today. So as you can see, I think it's kind of ridiculous when you hear people starting to get personally upset with others that are finally starting to do well after years and years of working to make this their living, giving you something for nothing every day, producing what is better quality entertainment than most things you'll see on mainstream media, putting their own time, money, and effort into what you see amounts to very little return with a lot invested. And, you know, next time you see something like that, or you hear someone saying that, you know, let them know. It's not that easy. Try it yourself. Go out there one day, say I'm going to shoot a 15-minute video on type A subject and make it really quality with putting a lot of effort and time and doing it the right way, and just see what happens. See if you can even get it done. You know, if you can, bravo for you, but you're going to probably notice that you'll be reshooting it, you know, and it's for a living. It's not a high school project. This is how you're trying to create something, and on top of that, you're trying to pay your bills with it. So it has to be of a high quality. So, you know, it upsets me when I hear people just being jealous and just trolling others that are trying to do well and finally doing well. So, you know, hope I helped you understand a little better the process that goes on when this gets done, and give you a little more appreciation for those that actually do it for real, not like myself that don't even have a clue what I'm doing and still couldn't pull off anything, got nothing. But I had a good time because I'm doing what I like, but I mean, it doesn't pay the bills, right? So, like always, comment, like, subscribe. Love you. It's Saturday. Enjoy Sunday tomorrow. I don't work like most people don't work. I'll see you fresh on Monday. Good day. Too much rain! Wait! Fall. Oh!